How to fix UV map distortion on Roblox assets. Have you ever imported a model into Roblox only to find that the textures look all wrong? That's likely due to UV map distortion. Let's break down how to fix this issue step by step. First, it's important to understand what UV mapping is. UV mapping is the method of applying a two-dimensional texture to a three-dimensional model. If the texture coordinates do not align properly, you will see textures that look stretched or misaligned. To start fixing UV map distortion, you need to prepare your model in your 3D software. Make sure your UV map is clean. This means no overlapping islands and evenly scaled UV islands. If you are using Blender or a similar program, remove any unused UV maps. This helps avoid conflicts when you import your model into Roblox. Next, export your model as an object file with the correct UV map applied. Don't forget to save the UV map as a separate image file. This image will serve as your texture reference. Another key point is to avoid multiple UV sets. Roblox only supports one UV map per mesh. If your model has multiple UV sets, remove all but the one you want to use before exporting. This prevents Roblox from ignoring or misapplying the UV data. When it comes to exporting textures, make sure to use high-resolution images. Increasing the texture resolution by about 25% can help reduce visible distortion. Use the portable network graphics format with a bit depth of 16 bits or higher. This helps maintain texture quality after import. Stick to standard RGB color profiles to avoid issues. Now, let's talk about importing into Roblox Studio. Use the Asset Manager to import your object mesh. After that, apply your texture by setting the texture identifier property of the mesh part to your imported texture image. If you notice any distortion or artifacts after import, try re-importing the texture or adjusting the bit depth and resolution. If you run into common issues, here are some tips. If your textures look fine when first imported but degrade after reopening Roblox Studio, this may be due to Roblox's internal texture compression. Re-exporting with higher bit depth or increased resolution can help. If the UV map seems ignored and the texture only shows a flat color, check that your mesh has only one UV set and that the texture is correctly linked to the mesh's texture identifier. Also, inspect your UV layout for overlapping islands, which can cause distortion. Adjust these areas in your 3D software. For known Roblox assets with UV distortion, sometimes the issue is on Roblox's side. You can modify the UV map in your own version of the asset if possible. If not, consider reporting the issue to Roblox or checking for updates that may have fixed the problem. In summary, mastering UV mapping basics and exporting clean models with a single UV set is essential. Use high-resolution textures and link them properly when importing to Roblox. If issues persist, revisit your UV layout and texture settings in your 3D software. Community forums and Roblox developer resources can also provide helpful advice. This approach will help ensure your assets display textures correctly, improving the visual quality of your games.